My name's Walker and welcome to the workshop. This is not a normal video. This is a little tips and tricks video from my workshop, which is it's a mess at the moment because it's midway through having all the workbenches rebuilt. All these workbenches around me are all going to be converted into these workbenches. These are a new design I like. This is something for the cosplay people out there, working with foam, machining foam. The foam that Lara I can never say your last name, my apologies. The foam you are using, which incidentally is a blue foam, this is LD45 Plastizote, I believe is the way it's called. This is available in Europe. I don't think it's available in the States, but you might want to get an import. This is LD45. The LD, I believe, is low density. I may be wrong, but the number is the density of the foam, so 45 kilos density. This is LD33. This is slightly softer. You can get it in literally any colour you want. If you do buy sheets of this, be aware, if you buy say 100mm sheets, you can literally buy it any thick you want. I think 100mm is the most. It's the most I've seen. I'm sure you can get it thicker. They will make it up out of several sheets and stick it together. So you always have a bad edge. The sheets they quote, they will say the sheet will be 1000 by 1500mm. It will be that size plus a little bit, because there will always be within these. It's just the nature of how this material works and how you make this material. They always have bad edges. Cutting this stuff, use a bandsaw. On a bandsaw you can do brilliant work. So you can take this material. This was probably 100mm thick when we first got it, and it's been sliced. You can see the cut marks. I'm hoping that shows up. You can see the cut marks, and I'll show you how to get rid of those later. It's so easy. So yeah, you can take this, cut it down, you can thin it down. The bandsaw is your friend. Just use a standard bimetal blade. 14 teeth per inch blade will do you fine. You can get scallop blades and things like that. A 14 TPI blade in a bandsaw will do you every day of the week, all day. You can cut angles, you can router this. Be careful routering it though, because it's a soft material. Routering soft materials is harder than routering something solid like steel or aluminium. Working with anything soft with power tools is dangerous and powerful. Don't use it on a table saw. I tried using it on a table saw. The blade grabbed it and flew it across the room. I will not be doing that again. You can stencil it, you can paint it. You can heat weld it. Now heat welding is the big thing I don't see people doing with this foam. Heat welding this stuff, you can make anything. You can heat weld these two pieces back together again and you will barely see the joint. And you will not know. You run the blade, run it through the bandsaw. I could take these two pieces, heat weld them together, cut a brand new block out of it, hand it to you. You'll see a very faint line there. That is all you will see of the joint. So you want to heat weld these two together, right? Okay, what are you going to do? You're going to go and get barge cement, you're going to go and get super glue, you're going to go and spray glue, you're going to get these horrible chemicals. Don't worry about it. You don't need that. They work great, but what works greater is heat welding the material itself. It is just like welding. Literally it is. You are welding these two materials back together again. You want to do a joint like that? That's a lot of glue, that's a lot of strain to put on a joint. It's not. Okay, just going to do this, not too hot. Run the gun along. And the other side. Applying force as it cools down. Literally, it's been 10 seconds. That joint has got that. But, I just mucked up. Let's say I've just mucked that joint up. Oh no, that was the wrong way around. Oh no, I've put the helmet on backwards. You pull it in the right direction, it'll come apart. You want this joint to be really, really strong? Take your time and heat weld it. Okay? And it always works better on a fresh cut. Because once you've heat welded something 2 or 3 times, you end up having like a skin on it like it has on the top. Just go along. So, if you're doing big areas, you have to do it bit by bit. So that's got that. That is, what can I put? I tell you what I can put on there for reference, because some of you probably have these DeWalt drills, so you can give you an idea. These are the 10.8 ones to give you an idea of weight. Put that on there, no problem. There's no tricks here. Can I get 2 back? The trick is balancing 2. Hang on. There you go. That's got 2 drills on it. Don't want to break my drills. So yeah, that's got that nice and strong. So that's just a straight up joint. That is quite strong. Okay, right, that's doing joint. You can do whatever, you can heat weld that on there, which I'll do now just to show you. Boom. It's not going to be the strongest joint because it's such a small area, but again, that's got it. It's not going anywhere. Well, it is. That's the sort of damage you can end up doing. But right, let's show you. So now I've ruined that, yeah? You see the bandsaw mark? That's how you get it. Lovely and clean, it's nice, and you can get that better. You can paint that, it'll be fine. That's just the straight up bandsaw marks. You go slow through the bandsaw, you get good cuts. Now, I hope this shows up on camera, but that is the size I just blew over. Yeah, it's not showing up very well. That side I just blown up. I'm trying to get the light, because it goes right. There is a side by side. It's not going to show up on camera. This one here is a lot better than this one. You can just see it on camera. Go to the other side. One side, there you go. There, that's a good one. There you can see where the heat guns hit it, and it's made it a bit crystally. That's how you get rid of little marks. Speaking of little marks, right, moving on to one other little trick. Here is a piece of CNC foam. See all these little bits of fluffiness on this? You don't want that. What you do, you just blow it over. I've only done one half, yeah, the black shows up better. So if I hold that, the top half has been blown over, that hasn't. You can see all the dirt and grime on it. See that side there? Lovely and clean. There you go, there's a good contrast. There's unblown over, there's blown over. There's unblown over, it's still all hairy and horrible. There, in there, you can't see it on camera, but there's milling marks, but they're all gone now. If you mill a piece of foam and you've got milling machine marks on them, blow it over, job done. This is all going in the bin, so I'm going to just show you one more thing with all these bits. One thing with this foam, it can't be recycled. That's the only gripe I have with it, because it can't be recycled. It's kind of a, once you've used it, this is going to landfill. It can't be recycled. That's its biggest drawback. And there we go. We've made a cube of, what's those sweets? You get the sweets that are black and blue and licorice. There you go, we've made licorice sweet. It's pretty, I'm not a strong guy, but you see what I'm saying. Anyway, hopefully that'll help us. There is our licorice, I think it's licorice block of foam. Again, it's not recyclable, so it all goes to landfill, unfortunately. If you want to get hold of it, I'm not going to name a supplier because I don't want the supplier that I know to be overrun. Just look up Plastizoke or LD foam, depending on the number. There is so many different variants of this. There is non-conductive, there's conductive, I don't know why you'd want conductive, but it exists. There's anti-static. There is, it goes up to, that I'm aware of, it goes up to LD70. I could stand on a piece of LD70 in my boots and it would not squish at all. And it goes down to LD20, and that is like the really, really soft foam, to the point that you could sleep on it. You could sleep on this, but it'll hurt your back. If you have any questions about foam or making things, or about the workshop, which is still a mess, let me know in the comments down below. If any of you have a makers channel or have a YouTube channel, let me know in the comments below. I'll check it out. I'm always looking for new YouTubers to watch because I enjoy YouTube a lot. That's one of the reasons I make YouTube videos. But yes, this was a weird video. I normally do gaming, but if people like this, I will do more stuff from the workshop. I will do tips and tricks. Like I will show you things like the sorter cases, the lathe, the drills, the power side, the CNC I have hidden in the corner, which is looking a bit sorry for itself. But I've been Wolf Crim. This has been my workshop, and I shall see you all next time.